It is a dark and dreary, rainy, sad and depressing Sunday afternoon and evening. So what better use of my time than to wash the floor and rearrange this back area of my shop. So when we moved to this upgraded suite in our strip mall about 6 or 7 years ago, we lost some square footage. We did gain some great things like a handicapped accessible bathroom, but we had to get rid of some book racks. And so I ended up having to put some categories and maybe designers that are no longer in business, things that aren't asked for on a regular basis in these crates. And they've been in the back for a while. I think the prime real estate at the front is for current season type merchandise or things that are new. So anyway, back here we have baby, wedding, graduation, Christmas stockings, that sort of thing. And then we have another crate that has things by theme. Sadly mismatched dividers. And then the third one has designers that maybe have retired and we still have a few things left, or things that are way out of season, like for now it would be St. Patrick's Day, Easter, that sort of thing. And then the next crate has older, just cross-stitch magazines that just won't stay up no matter how I arrange them. And then the other odd thing at the end, because I think I'm using one of the crates for a display, but so right now I have this basket of easels, and what the heck is that doing on a table? It should be underneath with storage. So I had this great idea for how to make this into more usable space. There are some beautiful models on display, but it's not really being used for a full-fledged retail area. It is the back of the shop. That's the back door. There's a coat rack. There's a screen that hides the utilities like the water heater, that sort of thing. And then this is our bathroom. There's some pictures on the wall above there too. So I can't wait to show you how it's transformed into a space that I will use on a regular basis, that will let the merchandise be out on the floor, and this will be workspace for me. So stay tuned. Okay, this is a tour of the newly revamped area in the back that I'm now going to be using for mail order. So there's the whole table at a glance. But as we come around the corner, we have some peg hooks of different sizes that I'm not using right now, return address labels, receipt books, index cards, packaging tape. Those are easels that are not currently in use. Ordinarily during this time of multiple trunk shows for the tour that should be happening, those easels would all be in use right now, but that's a good place to store them until I need them. And this is the laundry basket that they used to be in, so we'll find another use for that. There are some recycled envelopes to use for packaging. I never throw anything away. These are the empty boxes that go with the tumblers and wine glasses that are on display. And then on the table are different sizes of envelopes, padded envelopes, and then a basket of mail orders that are waiting to go out. They either need merchandise added or payment information if they're a new customer, or maybe the PayPal invoice has just been sent. There's another little basket. Some of those are door prizes that need to be claimed. There's a bigger order that needed its own bag. And then I have out a box of autumn themed freebies, so I can easily switch that out for the season for whatever I want to throw into the mail orders. On the side here, just to keep them out of the way, are all the current donations for the Women's Prison Ministry. They were under a table in the front, and that is better served in another way. And then hopefully I can keep this front area clean so I can actually work there at putting together a package. We'll see how long that lasts. And then I did switch out most of the pictures back here so that I still have something pretty to look at, but the Halloween and Christmas models have been moved up front. All right, thanks. I hear you clapping. I'm gonna show you what came in our latest order from Satsuma Street. And as with all orders, it started with a few customer requests. And this particular designer does not have a distributor, so I could not just throw a book on this order and a book on that order and a kit on this order. I had to come up with a big enough order to satisfy both the designer and me and order direct from her. So maybe you'll see something new, or maybe you didn't know I carried her, so I hope you enjoy. The first series is Halloween ornaments, done mostly, I think almost all of them are done on black perforated paper, and everything is included in the kit. The floss, the beads, the sequins, needle, finishing instructions. So that's Cat-O-Lantern. And then there's Creepy Crawly, Little Batty, Miss Witch, Mr. Cat, who's looking dapper in his bow tie, Nevermore, Night Owl, the Pumpkin King Nutcracker, R.I.P., and Vampire. And then she also has a series of perforated kits called the Nutcracker. I knew I was going to do that. I've started this over like 4 times already with mistakes. I'm going to leave that in. The Nutcracker Suite collection. So this is Clara. Here's the Mouse King. And some of these are done on silver or gold perforated paper. This is the Santa. Snow Queen. And of course the Sugar Plum Fairy. And then this is a newer chart that I hadn't had before, Alice in Wonderland. And then of course the new Halloween is a bell pull called Ghastly Greetings. And I got several of those. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, this video is compliments of Natalie Straight, who asked me to identify some of the models that were behind me during the last video. So I'm going to show you all of the things on our fabric hutch. The first kit was Be Grateful from Heart and Hand Needle Art, finished on a wooden cutting board. Halloween is one of the 3 designs included on Halloween Trifles by Shepherd's Bush, and that is Fabric Flares Cobweb Linen. Another Heart and Hand, Wee Halloween Bird. Then above it, let's see, there's some glare there, but whatever. Autumn Row by Bent Creek. Thankful Notes from Shepherd's Bush. And we also have Autumn Notes. Acorns and Owls is a freebie. If you go to Blue Ribbon Designs website, you can download it there. Give Ye Thanks by Teresa Kogut was finished as a cube. This is French Country Pumpkin from JBW Designs, and the next few are also from Judy Whitman. The Great Pumpkin Alphabet, French Country Owl, ABCs and Christmas Trees. And then the last one on the end here is November from A Year in Chalk by Hands On Design. Then on the top of the hutch, we have, let's see, there we go. Happy Fall, Y'all from Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, I might as well show you this one too. That's Autumn ABCs from Little House Needleworks. Here's Thanksgiving Bird from Heart and Hand. Another version of French Country Owl. The Goblins from Shepherd's Bush. Pumpkins and Bittersweet by the Scarlet House. This is November from one of the monthlies by Stony Creek Collection. Scatter Pumpkins from Shepherd's Bush. Wonderful Feast from Sue Hillis Designs. And on the end is, let's get that glare out of there. The Seasons. There are 4 seasons. You probably can only see 3 in the picture, but that's from Bent Creek. I showed a photo of this for our Just Stitching virtual tour on Facebook, and I decided I should also include it in the video. This is one side of a 4-sided accessory rack. And on this side, the Lady Doc Creates merchandise is hanging up. And we have all sorts of trims from her. It includes the mini pom-pom, several widths of rickrack, twill tape, chenille, and grubby ribbon. And she has more colors than this. This is just all we have right now. Look at the pinky. I've been trying to get that for a couple weeks. That's for the flamingo ornaments from Hands On Design. All right, and let's see how gracefully I can do this. This is a bin of her hand-dyed 100% cotton velveteen in scrumptious colors. Let's see if I can flip through some of these. So these are great for finishing. And even if you don't finish yourself, you could buy these to give to your finisher if you see something that you like that would just be perfect for your project. And we also carry the 56 count 100% cotton and the 100% wool doctor's flannel that can be used in finishing needlework accessories like needle books. All right, hope that gave you some inspiration. We recently got an order of Audi TM designs, and I have to start with Quaker Halloween just because it's that time of year. That's a fun one. And then these are the bigger Quakers. Faith, Hope, Joy, Love, and Peace. And then she has an offshoot of the Quaker line called Quaker Fantasies, and they include storybooks and fairy tales and that sort of thing. So we have Alice, Mary Poppins, Quaker Mermaid. The Nutcracker. Wizard of Oz. Peter Pan. And the next one that's coming out in November, I think, is Cinderella. But this is what started it all. So people have been looking for the Gobble Couples, and the charts were out of print for a while, but my name was being passed around as a possible source for her charts since I was one of her local shops when she lived in Ohio. And so I was anxious to get them all back in stock again. This is Bonnie and Clyde, Gobble Trouble. I love the names. Bonnie and Peter, Gobble Bunny. Carol and Nick, Gobble Claws. Glory and Julius, Gobble Free. George and Martha, Gobbleton. And the Native Gobbles. So these would all be great done as separate pictures too, either framed or done as cubes or easels. You could probably also do them over one. But this is going to be the giveaway for this week, so just put Gobble Couple someplace in your comment and I'll put you in the drawing for this. And hey, you could still get this done before Thanksgiving. And just to reiterate, if I didn't already say this, all of Audi TM's designs are available again. So there's no website, I don't think, but you can look in the photo section on her Facebook page, Quaker Fantasies by Audi, and anything you want I can get if I don't already have it. So, okay.
Good morning, Holly. Say hello to FlossTube. Are you having a bad hair day? I feel you, girl. Oh, you look so sleepy. Did you only get 23 hours of sleep yesterday? I feel so sad for you.
Okay, just a few more things before the end of the video. The random number generator chose Jessica Taylor to get 2 of the lucky 13 charts that I showed last week. And this is going to work out great for both of us because she said she was a new fan of Amy Brecken and she had been looking for the lucky 13 charts. I think she wants to buy the whole set so she can buy some and I can give her some, and it's a match made in heaven here. So I look forward to hearing from Jessica. And then a few videos ago I shared what music was the underscore to a few of my videos because somebody asked. And I was really surprised to see a comment by Scott Benson, who's one of our local customers, who said he was already a Punch Brothers fan and knew exactly who Gabe Witcher was. So I thought that was really cool that somebody had heard of him and actually liked his music. And while we're on the subject of Scott, I'm going to include some photos at the end that he provided when I asked. So recently he had picked up some custom framing, and he did Moon Dance from Teresa Kogut for his daughter Erin, who graduated this summer with a PhD in archaeology. How cool is that? From the University of Illinois. And I forgot to ask if she asked for that, like if she picked it out of his stash or whether he just knew she would like it. But anyway, a couple of his daughters came with them to pick up the framing, and I didn't want to put them on the spot, so he took the photo later. But anyway, he also mentioned that he had done a sweatshirt, and that was from a previous video too. So the sweatshirt is also worn by Libby. And no, I'm sorry. The sweatshirt was stitched for Libby, and somehow Erin got that. So I've never had a sister, but I guess sisters share things. So the picture is Erin wearing Libby's sweatshirt with her dog Asterix. Try saying that 3 times fast, and I'm not doing this video again. So anyway, thanks Scott for sharing those photos with us and for using our custom framing service and also for commenting on my videos. It's very much appreciated. So this week's video used the music Evergreen, which is a score by Morgan Kibbe, and she's an American singer, songwriter, pianist, and cellist who also goes by the stage name White Sea, which I guess is some kind of translation of her name in whatever nationality she is. So she's based in Los Angeles, and I had used Evergreen in another video, but I think it was of my dog that I shared with our dog rescue group. I don't think it was one of my cross stitch videos. But I like music that kind of is nice but stays in the background and isn't too distracting when I'm talking over it. So I hope you enjoy Evergreen. Okay, see you next week.